Now let's go to Peru. We recently we are about to publish the development updates for the month. Let me just share the presentation from Peru here. So 1 second. Hey Peru, how are you doing?
Hey, Jean, I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. So what do you have for today?
So I have prepared a summary of what we have been doing from the development team since January 2026. So it will be a brief summary of 2026 up till May, like now. So yeah, all right, I can go ahead. So yeah, before we deep dive into the month by month progress,
One
let's look
second,
at the
Peru.
over.
1 second, Peru. Let me. I will remove myself from the screen and adjust the things, and then you can start. Okay. Sorry.
Perfect, thanks. All right. So yeah, before we deep dive into the month by month progress, let's look at the overarching themes of 2026 so far. This year has been about solidifying our foundation. Notifications have been completely matured with everything from Code V1 to PoH V2 now running on the Atlas backend. Code V2 has been hardened through audits and internal reviews. We also saw Scout reach its definitive form. Foresight transitions from a concept to a live prediction market. We are expanding its bridge coverage, and our Atlas officially becoming our central IPFS hub for file uploads. Moving on to January, yeah, we basically kicked off the year in January. We laid critical groundwork. We shipped Atlas version 1 V1.2.0, which officially brought the Code V1 notification suite live for vote reminders and appeals. For Code V2, we submitted our audit responses and merged the new front-end profile pages. For Escrow V2, we got a massive UI upgrade, migrating to Tailwind CSS and whitelisted USDT. On the bridging side, VR's Hashi executor became chain agnostic. Finally, we launched Stake Curate and initiated the PNK airdrop for the first 10,000 humans on Proof of Humanity V2. Moving on, in February, we focused on user experience and infrastructure. The highly requested dark mode went live on Port V1. Port V2 merged the Argentinian consumer protection dispute kit on the contract side. Escrow V2 saw its full production deployment with USDT and USDC support. Our Futaki UI was officially named Kleros Foresight, and for the Scout, we have expanded its reach by adding Mega ETH, Polygon, and Pulse Chain, while also activating a fairer token reward formula. We also integrated dBridge as a second protocol for VR. And then March was all about tracking and live experiments. Atlas rolled out SendGrid delivery status tracking so we can actively monitor all our email notifications. On Code V1 side, we improved clarity by updating reality.eth disputes to display invalid instead of refuse to arbitrate. Foresight launched its first experiment, that was movie experiment. We also added Block Explorer to links to the Escrow V2 timeline for better transparency and merged the VRC package to support Kleros V2. Moving on to April, we scaled our backend. Atlas officially wired up the complex email notifications for Proof of Humanity V2 events. The internal review of the Code V2 was completed and moved into triage. On the Governor V2 side, we merged a complete Foundry test suite. And for cross-chain, VIA merged its dBridge adapter support and Scout deployed robust item key fallbacks to handle index delaying. And then May was a landmark month for us. Scout hit its definitive version, passing 2.6 million addresses and migrating successfully to Atlas IPFS. Atlas shipped a massive pre-product sign-up refactor, meaning Code V1, Code V2, and Foresight now have customized onboarding flows. On PoH V2 side, email notifications are now processed end-to-end. We officially launched Kleros. We are officially planning to have Kleros Skills, which will allow AI agents to interact with our protocol. And Foresight is also set to have the second experiment. It's been live on Foresight, the second movie experiment. Yeah, looking at the roadmap ahead, our momentum will continue. For Code V2, we are executing contract simplification, specifically targeting the sortation tree and reward staking mechanism. For Kleros Foresight, we have queuing up a few other experiments, then round two of movie experiment. And for VR, we are finalizing the NVO hyperindex based indexer. We will also complete the Atlas pre-product sign-up rollout. And on the governance side, we are drafting the corrected proposal for KIP 87 to get the noses curation code live. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have been doing since last few months of 2026.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Pearl. So maybe just to recap a little bit there, I think maybe the product that had the most amount of updates this year so far is the curation.
Yeah, Curate, and I think Atlas too. Atlas been shipping great work since past few months. It's a backend
Sorry,
system, but
sorry, my connection. Can you listen to me now? I think I had a problem with my connection.
yes, you're.
Okay.
I can listen.
Yes. So, well, I don't know if he when I got cut, but I was saying that the curation Kleros Scout got lots of updates. I don't know if people remember, but there used to be problems with the subgraphs historically. I would say like for years, and the team has been working on a couple of different solutions with the subgraphs, and now I think I haven't listened to many complaints the last couple of months. So I suppose that it's working a lot better than before. And also, if people have been trying the new interfaces, they are much more polished. You can see that the development has been speeding up as we are adopting more of the AI development tools on the front end. So even the V1 court is loading faster now, having like less issues, like accepting more wallets. For some time, there was some wallets that were not compatible with V1, and all of that, all of these projects, they all use these new backend called Atlas that powers everything, and the notifications, the file storage of IPFS, all of that is handled by Atlas. So there's a lot of work being done on Atlas, but also on adapting each new product to that. And also Kleros Foresight, that is kind of a new one. It's let's say distilled human judgment
Yes.
for decisions. And we actually also like to remind people to participate on this round two because it was just launched. I think there's usually some opportunity to earn something from the markets if you are one of the first, so you can kind of help adjust the markets to where it should be. So we got good results with the first round. but we want to get even better results with the second one, avoiding some bias that we think. So Parul wrote a very detailed article about the round one, so definitely recommend anyone interested in prediction markets to check that out. And well, regarding the V2, I think just to make like a quick recap of what the state is or what was going on lately. So we started a review with an external party. I think it was at the end of November last year, and this
Yes,
process, well, last a couple of months, right? I think it was finished around February, and then
February. Yeah.
yeah, and we started an internal review, and in this internal review, we found some things, possible vulnerabilities, and things that could be improved. So before going to another external review and open bounty, we are fixing that and improving that, so it's easier to find other vulnerabilities. So that's where we are now with the Curate V2. And well, one thing I would like to mention because I think there are some questions about this is that well, there are some integrations that now rely on Core V2. For example, the Escrow shared on the slide. Let me put it here. I think yes, here we have the Argentina Consumer Protection Dispute Kit on V2. And this dispute kit actually relies on V2. And for these types of consumer disputes, there's less risk, let's say, of the contract being attacked, since it's like the the enforcement of the cases happen off chain. So there's no reason to attack, and like an attacker doesn't gain anything. Cannot affect the results of the dispute because of that. So that's one thing. So the V2 still can get these types of cases that are low value, relative to the potential value that other disputes can have, not because they're low value. They're always high value for the person that have the case being disputed, right? But yeah. So thanks, Parul. Anything else that you would like to mention, or that what is the thing that you are most excited about as a DevRel for the next couple of months?
For the next couple of months, I would say Kleros Foresight, because we have a couple of new experiments lined up for the new, like after movie round two. We have been talking to multiple partners for next few rounds, next few experiments. That's the like interesting part, which I'm looking forward to. And of course, we are also building AI skills and AI roadmap for Kleros, which is pretty amazing. Like we will officially publish some of our skills and all of that in few coming days. So yeah, that's one amazing thing which we are building with the team. Yeah, these are the two things which I'm really looking forward to, because these are what we have been planning for past few months, and I can say like these we can see live in action in the coming few days.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think one thing that will be pretty cool is like if you can just send the files to your agent and say, okay, I want to make a submission on Kleros Scout and get some PNK as a reward. And then the agent like does all of that, or maybe even people building apps for well, trying as a proof of concept, maybe just trying Kleros. I think it will be really lower the barrier for that. So I totally agree with you. Well, thanks, Parul.